story?
I just saw mom.
Like apartment.
That's great. I can scroll through here.
My name is Spencer Brown. I'm studying computer science and I'm a sophomore.
So how exactly are you helping the hackers with this program, with the hackathon?
How are we helping the hackers?
Yeah, what are you doing to help them? Like what kind of things are you doing throughout the weekend to help them with their process?
Do you mean like helping as in mentoring or helping as in just like in general?
Yeah, in general. Like, well, both basically, like in general and mentoring.
Okay. So for students in general, we as a team are working to promote a culture of entrepreneurship and what we're calling hacker culture. And so we see that benefiting both students at Purdue and students from other schools. Students specifically at Purdue will benefit because as we hold hackathons at this tier, Purdue will become known really on a global stage as a school that promotes that sort of culture and is well known for that sort of energy toward building things outside of class. So we're really proponents of growing that culture. Beyond that, we're also bringing companies here who don't typically recruit at Purdue. So approximately half of our sponsors don't go to IR, they don't go to other career fairs like the CS Career Fair or anything else. And so it presents a lot of unique opportunities for Purdue students to interact with those companies where they wouldn't normally. So that's really great for them to build connections for the future, specifically for jobs.
Awesome. So what kind of planning and how long was the process to plan an event like this? So
we had the last event in February, and we probably started planning for this one the week immediately afterward. So I'm the director. I lead a team of 14 other people. We have people who are specifically dedicated to outreach, so growing our presence online and getting people to apply and know about the event. We have people who are specifically in charge of kind of designing the layout of the event and the logistics and flow of that. We have other people who are, for example, responsible for the volunteers, responsible for branding and design. We have another guy who's been primarily responsible for getting the website up and running and integrating design that we got from a consulting firm and building that into our registration flow. And so it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of sleepless nights. But ultimately we're doing something that we love, and we feel like we're really bringing a lot of value to students here at Purdue and beyond, so it's worth it to us.
So how much of your weekend is going to be dedicated to this event? I know that you said a lot of hours went into planning it, but this weekend, I mean, like how many hours of sleep do you think you're going to get?
So my current plan for sleep is probably like 5 to 6 hours a night. That's probably going to end up being more like 3 or 4. In terms of total time dedicated, it's 100%. Any time not spending sleeping is going to be spent like either in my apartment rushing to get here or being here.
So what kinds of obstacles have you faced so far regarding this event?
So we found out, we were initially planning on holding the event in the tennis center, Schwartz Tennis Center on campus. We found out after proceeding with that for several months that they had essentially been applying the wrong fire code historically. And so where we thought the capacity of the facility was great enough for the event, it turns out it was significantly lower, and it turns out that they'd broken it several times in the past. So from there we had to find a new venue, which was really rough given the time constraints. And that really set us back in quite a few ways, and I think luckily we were able to recover pretty fully. That was definitely the greatest challenge we faced.
I know you guys have also had problems with the Wi-Fi. Like how is that improving over the course of the night?
Yeah, so we initially like planned for Wi-Fi to cover 3,800 devices connected concurrently. So at a 500-person event, that means each person can have approximately 8 devices on the network, and in theory it works. When you throw events of this scale, there's just an inherent component that you just don't really know what's going to happen, and so you kind of just have to roll the dice to some extent every time, and we really just got unlucky. What we're looking at now is a switch that we feel with a fair amount of confidence should be able to correct it and set us on the right path for the rest of the time.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and what I've seen so far is awesome. You guys are doing a great job.
That's awesome. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'd like to the PayPal. Do you have?
We're done.
We're done?
I just don't understand.
I'm getting started. I have an hour and 15.
Here, type this one in.
Why is he doing that?
Get up, fuckers.